Hello, welcome to Night 4 SWTOR Commando PvP Road to 100 Valor. I've been running tests all today and last night, and all indications is my connection problems are cleared up. So we will cross our fingers and hope that is actually true. If you were with us the last couple of nights, we had some upstream bandwidth issues. But everything looks nice and stable, has been since about midnight, 1 o'clock last night. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So we are starting at 105,000 and hoping to, if we have a good night, maybe get to 94 tonight, or probably just shy. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my wins loss total spreadsheet that I'm keeping track of things on. We're gonna go ahead and queue, and we are going to pop our Valor boost, and in we go. If you haven't been with us, welcome. This is an attempt to take advantage of the double Valor that is taking place right now in Star Wars: The Old Republic, and to make sure that we can get as much Valor as we can. I try to essentially commentate what I'm thinking and why I'm making the choices that I am in PvP. You may or may not agree with my choices. Feel free to drop us a link or a comment down below once this gets to video form, and let me know if you would do things differently. Looks like we are running no frame drops. That is good. Everything is green, and we are happy to be back to streaming. I do have the video recording of last night's PvP, but I have not watched it back. It's 3 hours, and I need to check it because I think there are some sections that are pretty bad, and I don't want to upset people with bad video quality. So once I watch it through, I'll make the decision if it's something that's worth listing or not. So it's uploaded, it's sitting there, it's just private because I don't want to put out a horrible quality product. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Tef jumped me. I don't know what they're doing out there for sure. See if we can hold them off. Not 100% sure. Said we had a stealther jump out there. Oh, we got the interrupt off before we died. Looks like my team might have went to snow. Yeah, they're pushing snow pretty hard. So we got ours. A couple of people fighting at snow. We'll see how mid looks, and we'll make the call if we're going to go and try to keep interrupting there. Looks like they're going to get mid. Oh, looks like we are interrupting well enough. And we did not. So hopefully, if we can hold them here, our team can go ahead and get snow. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm seeing 5. Unfortunately, that's the risk if you divide your forces. If they would have grabbed snow, they're tight up on it. So cross our fingers and hope they get it. So we got to make the decision if we are going to push back into mid. A lot of it comes down to how many people abandon mid to run to snow to help, and to see what they left as guards. I'm only seeing one. So see if we can steal this from them. Sometimes in PvP, a little bit of over-aggression can work to your advantage when there are objectives. Right, in this particular case, You win by getting the objectives, and if their whole team went over there to try to take that one, they only left one guard. Now, oftentimes it's the guard's job to call out that they need help, right? Like 1 coming into mid, 3 coming into mid. There was a bunch of us there, and there was only 1 guard. So here they come. Type it into chat. Alright. Lost sight of that healer. There he is. Is he a healer? No, it's not a healer. Not sure why he's marked for sure, but he does a lot of damage though. They are hammering me. Not sure what my team is doing for sure. But we are not going to last very long. So they are definitely aggressive. Question now being, did they do the same thing as before? Did they all rush and leave no guards here or not? Let's see if we can get a peek over at Snow and see what may or may not be going on there. If they got a guard. So it's a mercenary guard. They make pretty decent guards. They have a lot of survivability. So what this guy's trying to do is to intercept anybody coming over to Snow, so nobody gets too close and tries to take it. I think he's gonna get us. Alright, we're still holding mid. So the decision they have to make is they got somebody guarding and somebody here. That takes 2 off the team, which means there's only 6 left to try to take mid from us. So not sure what we have for healers. Yeah, it looks to be his role is to try to intercept us from going there. So we'll come in here and help our team defend. Okay, we're getting a call out for 1 at grass. Take a peek over there. Alright, let's see if we can go help. Alright, if he's gonna go, I'm not gonna worry about it. So the other thing you don't want to be careful of is not to send too many, right? If the whole team runs to defend grass and nobody stays here, then you end up with a situation where you give up the turret because you got overly worried about losing a particular turret. Alright, we're still up by 2 turrets to 1. We seem to be defending okay, which is good. Let's see if we can do a little bit of damage here. Alright. Got that guy, I believe. Yep. Move on to the next guy. He's gonna get my teammate there. I think we're okay. There we go. And we will try to clear that guy up. And then we're going to line of sight back here. That way as they come in, they can't attack us directly. Get our health back up. So that's a guy heading to grass. let's see what happened in the grass. Okay, they're pushing grass pretty hard. Is anybody staying here? Alright, I'm gonna stay. Looked as if my team was rushing over there, so. Alright, we got me and a couple here, okay? Just out of curiosity, we're gonna come up here and take a peek. They still got their one guard over there. I believe Donuts is our healer. There's only two over there. I'm going. I think we're in trouble over there. So looks like one of our guys stayed. That's good. No interceptions. That's good. We'll get up here and see if we can clear some stuff out. Can't say I 100% understand why we have certain people marked in this particular fight, but so be it. Alright, so potential healer here, although I don't see any healing coming out. They're pushing pretty hard here, so hopefully we can keep the pressure on here. With no healer though, I'm definitely eating a lot of damage. That's a pretty hard push on our turret. We are up 370 to 130. You eventually do get to a point of critical mass where even if they take two, we'll have a large enough lead. Alright. What do I see here? I see two guys on one. I think they're probably okay. So we are going to come back over here, try to help our team over here. See what we can find. Alright, that guy back there makes me nervous. Like he's going to try to cap, so we will take care of him. And now we'll just move on to our next target. Okay, he flew off the edge, so I tend to try not to go chasing after them. It's a good way you can get led away from the turret or the capture point, and then they can just sneak up here and grab it. I'm not sure where our team went. All of a sudden we are highly outnumbered here. This is not looking good. 300 to 30 though. We are at a point where don't foresee them passing us. See if we can get back, but I don't think we're going to get back in the last 20. Alright, that was a pretty good opening match. We got our first win of the evening. So I'll add that to our spreadsheet. Got our over our 8 medals, so that's good. 8,000 Valor, that's good. Let's see, who was our good guards? There's Donuts, there's great healing. They definitely were putting out some damage though. So again here you can see they killed us more than we killed them, but we played the objectives. We'll give it to our top objective guy here. Looks like my team didn't want to vote too many MVPs, only 4 people voted. Oh wait, missed that. There's 6. Nice. It's always good to start the day with a win. On the very plus side, 0 drop frames. So hopefully whatever internet connection issues were going on have cleaned themselves up, because that was frustrating. Alright, right back into the queue. It is Friday night, so I'm hoping that the PvP queue is going to be pretty quick. If it does start to slow down, we will probably bounce back out to Nar Shaddaa and play a little bit of the nightlife event in order to try to get the speeder that is part of the slot machines. If you are in the stream, go ahead and drop us a chat, say hi. Happy to answer questions. There's a lot of downtime sometimes between these matches, so it gives us something to talk about. If this is your first live stream that you joined us for this series, our goal was to see how far, actually our original goal was to try to get to 100 Valor. We have made it through 92 and into 93. I don't know if we are going to be able to get the full 100 Valor in this event or not. Although the event does run through the end of the month, I believe. So it does give us some time. We will see. We will see how the progress goes. Kind of disappointed. I thought we would get a pop much quicker than that. Alright, we will go ahead and drop down to the planet here, or technically go to over to the planet since I'm already on Nar Shaddaa. Still seeing green across the board as far as internet connection, so we are actually in good shape. Last couple nights were very, very frustrating. First night it wouldn't work at all. Second night it worked for a bit and then got very sporadic. Tonight, back to solid, so cross our fingers and hope it stays that way. Alright, so to tempt fate, let's go ahead and up our bit rate a little bit, see if we can increase the quality. Hey, pop! Oh, holy cow, we almost missed it. That's the danger of traveling when you're in queue. If the queue pops right when you start to travel, it starts counting down even though you can't actually see it. And I was looking over to the other monitor making setting changes and almost missed it. Alright, went ahead and moves the bitrate up a little bit, see if that increases the quality. So far, no harmful effects to my connection. Okie dokie. I see a guildmate is on. Let's see if he is going to PvP. I've mentioned this in the past. You'll notice that up here is where I keep my chat. And I purposely block that because I do not know what may or may not get said inside of the chat. And so I want to keep control of what goes out over the live stream. Holy cow, he is moving. Alright, let's see if we can catch up to him here. Wow, they made quite a play there at the beginning. Alright, I don't foresee us living through this. They are definitely aggressively attacking. One, two, only three of them, but they hit me hard. Okay, let's see what's going on. Got a guy charging in here. Yeah, he was moving quick. We might be in some trouble for this one. That was a pretty impressive amount of scoring, or speed and scoring. They seem organized and built for hut ball. Oh, we got the ball though. Let's see what they're doing. I am admittedly not the best hut ball player in the world, so I do my best to try to just keep people off my team's back versus getting involved in trying to carry the ball and pass the ball and things like that. Usually if I get the ball, we'll do what I can to try to see if we can blow him off. Alright, we got a guy that's about to score there. That's good. Oh, he got stunned, but I think he's going to make it. Yep, we scored. Nice. Alright, let's see what this guy's doing. Alright. Let's see if we can get ourselves healed back up here a little bit. Wow, they are moving quick. Got me stunned right there at the end, so I couldn't do the knockback. Nice pull there. I knocked him right in front of my teammate. That was horrible. So we'll try to kill him instead. Try to make up for my mistake. I was trying to knock him off. I just got the angle wrong and ended up knocking him right onto the pipe in front of my teammate trying to run in for the score. They seem to have scoring taken care of over there. And he went stealth to try to get away from me. There we go. Let's see if we can get ourselves healed up here. Nope. I guess we'll fight this guy. See if he'll fall for my shielding tricks. He's stunning me. Alright, let's go to this heal. That should hopefully get us enough health back to survive this particular encounter, depending on what he has for cooldowns. There we go. I think he was trying to get to that. Actually pretty impressed. As fast as they came out, our team seems to be doing quite well as far as holding their own. We're going back up. So a strategy that I try to use, I'm not sure how effective it actually is to do what I can to keep this section clear so that our team can make runs up to the scoring stuff. Come on, get a shot off. Okay, we got their ball carrier. That's all I cared about. Definitely a battle going on right in that area. Let's see if we can just clear him off of the steps here, because this guy's going to be working his way up the ramp here. I was not paying attention like I should have. Somebody got in behind me and knocked me off. See if we can get back in the fight here. And nope, they got the score. Well done. I was trying to play a little defense, but was not paying close enough attention to what I should. Alright, we are getting jumped by quite a few of them here. Let's see if we can keep them occupied. Another strategy I try to use if I can is to get them, if they're concentrated on killing me, then maybe my team can deal with the ball carrier or carry the ball or different things like that. Sometimes people will get almost a tunnel vision into wanting to kill versus wanting to score. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. Depends on the players. A good player's not gonna fall for anything like that. A newer player might. Or if you're just close to death, they might do what they can to kill you. Alright, let's see if we can get some damage out to that group down there. He's in bubble. Alright, what's this guy doing? Besides stunning me. Alright, let's see if we can get him here. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. I fell for the exact thing I said I was trying to do to them. Got into killing them and wasn't paying attention to the ball carrier. So he did a good job. He pulled me up into that area. I lost line of sight on the carrier and screwed up. I thought we had the ball in my head for some reason, so mistake on my part. So let's see if we can get down here. He is moving well. So you saw a little bit of a glitch there in that on my screen it looked like he fell through. But when you move really fast, the game will try to predict where you're going to be, and it doesn't always get it right. So what happens is the game shows the character going to a certain area, but they never actually go there. And so it kind of looks a little funky. Alright, so this is a little more what I expected. I thought they would actually have a bit of an edge on us, but yeah, they're definitely moving well now. And these guys are going to take me out. Alright, well, just do some damage if we can. Wasted that shot. He was force barriered pretty early. Yeah. Had no chance of stopping him. Alright, so we got 7,000 for our loss. So we are 1-1. We fell victim a little bit to our own aggressiveness, probably. Where's our healer? Give it to our... he wasn't even much of a healer. Definitely they had some Sorks. 4 of their players are Sorks. And... 1, 2... That frustrates me a little bit sometimes. So we lost, I suppose, but you know, vote for our team MVPs. It gives Valor, helps people out. But that's just personal bias. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Alright, sent a message to Brando, who logged in guild chat. We'll see if he is interested in joining us. Connection still holding solid. Cross our fingers there. Now the downside of flying to the planet is it does take a little bit longer to load up between matches. But he logged off, so I guess no. Let's go for number 3. But since we're down here now, we'll go ahead and shoot out and do some gambling. It's a good time waster in between Q pops. The other thing that you can do, depending on the speed of pops, is to either run conquest dailies or heroics, or sometimes I'll just go to a planet and do achievements for the planet. Kill so many of a certain creature or anything like that. Alright, let's see what we got. Will this machine work? It is a working machine. I will go ahead and pull up our currency. We have 983 smuggler chips and 4 Kingpin chips. So if you're not familiar with the Nightlife event, this is the 3rd or 4th time they've run it. You have a choice. You can buy smuggler chips for 2,000 credits a chip, or you can buy Kingpin chips for 75,000 credits a chip. So a lot of it comes down to your patience. The jackpot for this machine, which uses the smuggler's chips, is a Kingpin chip. And so if you do the math, I was, at least in the last event, I haven't really done enough in this event, but I've used about between 20 and 30, we'll say 25 chips, and I've gotten 5 Kingpin chips, right? So every 5 right now, which is an incredible drop, right? I don't think it'll stay that high. Chips, I'm actually getting one of those. So if you take the 2,000 times 5, that's 10,000. So these Kingpin chips have only cost me 10,000 a piece instead of 75,000 a piece. But it's a matter of time, right? So you have to stand here and click and click and click for hours in order to get that savings. So if you have a lot of money and you just want to go directly to the Kingpin, you can. If you have time, you can save yourself some money. Why do the Kingpin machines matter? They're the one that gives the mount as the grand prize. This one does not. The other thing that can happen is this machine will give you a buff called Feeling Lucky, and that will give you a percentage increase to win the jackpot. So what does all that mean? The strategy I tend to use is I will play this machine. There's the Feeling Lucky. So if you see the little hut right there, it gives the Feeling Lucky buff. So the strategy I like to use is play this machine until I stockpile a whole bunch of Kingpin chips. Then I play the machine until I get the Feeling Lucky buff. Go over to the Kingpin machine. Those machines over there are the Kingpin versions. Play those until I get the mount. Now I haven't gone and looked up the event this year yet. In past years there was always a mount and a companion as the jackpot, so if they follow form, that still may be available. But like I said, I haven't actually gone and looked yet. So we'll get a few more clicks in here, and then we will jump out onto the next PvP match, which will be our 3rd. One more. This is the danger of gambling. It's always just one more. Just give me one more. I can get one more in. That's why I don't gamble in real life. Alright, let's go PvP. Yay, more hut ball. So this will be match number 3. Typically, if the queue is popping quick enough, we can get about 4 in an hour, which means on our 3-hour buff, that means we can get about 12 matches in. If we can average 8,000 between our wins and losses, that means we're looking at what, 96,000 XP or Valor per buff. So I use the major Valor boost here, which if you start to do the math on that, means we come up just short, about 40, we'll say it's 42 plus 8, so about 50,000 short of being able to do a complete level in 2 nights. If we get some good MVP votes and stuff like that, that definitely helps, because with the double Valor, those give 75. This always makes me nervous. We are understaffed here, which means if they are not understaffed, it will definitely put them in an advantage. We will see. If you have any questions on PvP, please let me know, either in the chat during the stream or in the comments afterwards if you're watching this on the recording. I obliterated that poor guy. Is this the same team as before? Ah, there's a little bit of lag in the text and the voiceover, because they destroyed my ball handler a long time ago. Yeah, he's moving well. Alright, we're gonna do something stupid here. Cut across. See if we can stop this guy. We're in awful dangers here. That was a great move. So they got ahead of us and just pulled him over. That was a pretty good move. So I think we're playing against an organized team. When you see stuff like that, you'll tend to find that they're pretty organized in that they're playing to help each other out and not just to get a bunch of kills. And if that happens, you probably are going to see a pretty quick match here. Let's see if we can hold on against this guy. Oh, we scored. Me and this guy are just fighting, and my team went and scored. Alright. We're still in combat with this guy. Nope. Didn't get away in time. I was going to try to get back and try to grab the... See, there's another pull. That's a great move. See how they're pulling each other around?
These teams are evenly matched.
I couldn't get to him, so I tried to stun him in the fire. Yeah, when you got three guys like this working together, I'm not sure if there's anything we're going to be able to do to stop them. Tried what I could. I was doing two things. One, didn't matter, but I was trying to keep myself between the ball carrier and the guy that was up here with me, because if he threw the ball, then I might be able to intercept it. Then I tried to stun the guy who had the ball. Wow, looks like nobody's guarding the center. Because then I was going to try to stun him in the fire if I could, which I failed horribly at that. And there's another pull. This is dangerous. It's going to get us killed. Yep. I was going to try to get over to him, but didn't make it. This is interesting. It's almost like we're just letting each other score. Alright, that's the first mistakey thing that has happened. Alright, let's get back to the center. See if we can actually figure same with the other direction. If we could keep them back here as opposed to fighting over by our front line. Lots of stuns, lots of knockbacks. So now his resolve bar is full. Another great pull. And another great pull. So you saw them set up, right? They pulled here, pulled to here, and scored. So it's definitely good play there. Give them credit for being very organized. There's a pass, and he should be fine to... Yep, he got pulled over. You have a couple of sorks or sages that are working well together like that. You can definitely see some awesomeness. I am not seeing why I can't knock this guy back. I've tried twice and failed. I'm not sure what he has on. Probably some ability that I'm not aware of that keeps him from getting knocked back. We'll try it again. Hey, we scored. Okay. See if we can get him before he grabs the ball. He didn't grab the ball.
Let's see if they can keep it.
This is a weird match. They feel stronger than us. They feel more organized than us. But we're not doing horrible. Try to relieve our ball carrier here by killing those guys. Let's see if we can... If we keep control of the center here, which is what I like to do. I like to just play the center. It's not always effective, but... Yeah. So if we have control of the center, then you can get the next ball. And we grabbed it. Let's see if we can get back. That was horrible. Alright, I made it. Alright. And here they go. They move well. There's the pull. He tried to cut through the fire, which a lot of the classes will have abilities that let them do that, right? They can sprint or leap or jump or blade blitz or different things like that. I do not. I have my backwards jet propulsion boost. I almost got lucky and put him in the fire. This guy might have me. Alright, let's quit fighting him, see if we can get to the ball carrier. Nope. I tried to get him to the fire, but I didn't. I'm guessing, yeah, we had one guy, Credits was doing well. We'll give him the MVP vote. They had a lot going on there. Evenish there. Yeah, definitely stronger there, and I'm gonna guess, yeah, they had a lot of healing, which can help keep you alive. You get a lot less deaths if you've got healers. But I think mostly this was 1, 2, 3. Their ability to pull their guys around. Definitely more organized than what we were. Well, we had a strong start, and now we are 1 and 2 for tonight. I don't get too upset over a loss. That was an interesting /pseudo competitive game. The only downside from a pure selfishness standpoint is I get less valor, which is really why I am doing this. But it's not a ton less. It's between 1 and 2,000 less. Alright, back to mindless clicking. Alright, so I've been seeing this happen. Let's see if we can figure this out. So I'm clicking on this machine. I'm right clicking. You notice my currency's not going down. But it's not working, right? It's not playable. Let's see if this one is. See, that one played, but this one didn't. So, not sure. I'm not sure what's causing it. I noticed it in the main casino as well, where I would actually click on a machine and nothing would happen. I don't know if it's a known bug or something with my character, but that's kind of sucky. Alright, so what we're probably going to try to do, so I'm guessing if we burn through 100 chips, get ourselves down to 900, then we will go ahead and try to play some Kingpins and see if we can win something. One thing you will notice is as you're playing the machines here, so we're at 968. This will take us to 967, and we got a win, which means we got our chip back to 968. You can also win what's called double chips, which means you get 2 back. So this number actually decreases pretty slowly. You're really only losing a chip on a loss. If you get a win, then you get the chip back, so your inventory kind of stays the same. So 10 chips can actually last quite a while, because it's not like one chip per play that goes away. You end up winning a lot of them back. But they will slowly drop, you know, as you start stacking up losses. Don't know what the ratio for double chips is. Just got one in this session, so but it's not enough to make it so you're going to gain chips, right? But we started at 968, and we're still kind of floating right around there. Right now it's acting a little funny. It's almost like I didn't see the double chips, but alright, let's get into PvP. Get to trying to analyze that mechanic and miss the Q pop. Alright, can't say I am all that thrilled with what is this, the third hut ball in a row. Not that I have anything against hut ball, but variety is definitely nice. Would like to see some other stuff pop, especially since we've lost the last 2 hut balls. At least we're at full strength for this one. I think somebody popped in that last one. Alright, so that other loss should complete our daily. Go ahead and grab that. And grab the second daily. Open up our little Warzone pack. Alright, crossing our fingers. We're not up against that super highly organized team again. Or that we're at least competitive. I will do what I can do to try not to be so distracted by talking that I make stupid mistakes. So we got a guy out there pretty quick. Let's see where he goes. That was weird. Nice. Did he get pulled up there? We might have some organization on our team, which is definitely a good change. Not that our last team was horrible. Alright, so they are definitely playing the center here. So I'm guessing they're going to grab the ball right away here, because our team went forward. I think it was me and maybe one other person with like 4 or 5 or 6 of their guys there. Let's see if we can get across there. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh crap, I fell for a bad thing. So they had a, oh nice, that guy pulled him down. Nice grapple. Otherwise he could have just walked in, because I don't think we had anybody back there. Alright. Well, I don't mind them being down here as long as somebody doesn't get in behind us, because we're doing quite a bit of damage to them. See if we can catch up to this guy. Alright. Try to carve a path for this guy. Get out here and help him. Okay, not sure why that guy ran away, but we'll take it. Okay, make sure our guy still has the ball behind me. Nice move. Fortunately, I burnt my stun block or locker or stun to get out of that fire. Alright, let's come down here. Ah, I missed. That was bad. Thought I could make that jump. The plus side on our run back, we can heal ourselves. So we'll be back in the fight. Alright. See if we can get to their ball carrier. So, sometimes you'll run into a team that just doesn't want to play hut ball. There's a possibility that that's true here. I would guess a pull's coming right there. Or a pass. See if we can get this guy killed before he gets the pass off. Nope. I can't get to him.
Incomplete. Rodworms need a vision checkup.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. So you'll notice for some reason they have a lot of people that are just staying back here in the center. I can't tell if that's strategy, just to try to get the ball quickly, or if they just don't want to play hut ball. So they're just back here fighting, which very well could be the case. Because when we scored on that last one, none of these guys came up to try to stop us. They just pretty much stayed here and kept fighting. As opposed to chasing us down. And so there was a few guys that were, you know, working to stop us, but a lot of them actually just kept down here, just kept fighting. That guy is fascinated with me. So right there we scored. None of these guys even budged. Which is definitely their prerogative, right? I mean, they can play how they want to play. I don't mind, because it means we're probably going to get the win. I'll happily give up stats for Valor. That's the mode I am in this particular style of play. Alright, let's see if we can take this guy out. He's probably got his cooldowns. Okay, so there's his heal cooldown. Now we'll watch for the shields. We have none left, so there's a shield. So we'll switch over to area attacks because they bypass the shield. Tried to knock that guy back. Might be picking up a little lag. It was acting a little bit funny. I'm not paying attention to my own health. This guy's probably gonna kill me. So I got nothing left. I got lucky there. Thought he had me. We're still in combat, so I can't actually recharge, so we will kind of just heal ourselves up here with our heals. Okay, now we're out of combat. Recharge a bit for the next round of combat. It's like we're threatening to score again. Oh, I guess he didn't want to fight. Let's see if this guy wants to fight. So we've cleared him out of the center now. So I'm not sure if now they are playing the objectives or what's going on. These guys are just standing down there by themselves. Not really sure what's going on with that. He got knocked down, I'm guessing. Alright, let's go see if we can get ourselves into the fight. We'll go this direction. See if we can stand up here and shoot some people. Alright, he looked like he was heading towards the ball. So we'll come back here and give our team some support. Whee! That was an accident. Looked cool though. Alright. See if this guy can kill me or not. Couple big shots off here. Oh, that was a pleasant change of pace. Let's see who was our best player from the standpoint of objectives. We'll give them the MVP. I was mid tier on that one, right? I didn't lead damage, didn't lead healing, didn't lead objectives, so don't expect a MVP vote on that one. Now we cross our fingers for something besides hut ball. All right, so what I was kind of looking at in that last one, when we were looking at the machine, the smuggler's luck machine, is it felt like I was actually gaining chips when I shouldn't be. Alright, that machine's working still. You can kind of hear the sounds. Alright, so we're at 969. So it should use one. That makes sense. Okay, that is acting as normal. Maybe I just got some double chips and didn't realize it. Oh, we better queue. That would be horrible if I just stood here and played the machine. Okay, so now we're going back down. And like I said, we gain one back, lose one, gain one back. In the chat, you just see item removed, Smuggler's Casino chip. You receive Smuggler's Casino chip over and over and over again. Alright, let's cross our fingers for not a hut ball. Yeah, I don't have anything against hut ball, but it's nice to get some variety. Hut ball! So this is our 5th match. It is our 4th hut ball. I think I mentioned it in one of the other videos. What players tend to forget, and it's easy to fall into this trap, is random is random, right? Every single match has a random chance of being any of the matches, which means you can get hut ball every single time. You could get nothing but hut ball for 10 straight hours. Our human brains and people in general tend to get into a thinking mode that like, oh, we've got 4 hut balls, so it's due to be something else, but random algorithms don't work that way. Now, you could program it that way. If they wanted to set it so that every time a hut ball runs, it lowers the chance of hut ball and raises the chance of the other ones, then you could actually steer it in that direction, but I don't believe it's set up that way. I think it's probably just purely random. Now they do sometimes, when they introduce a new war zone, they will increase the chances of that war zone to actually come up so that it gets run more often in the very, very early days. But that has been turned off since they actually introduced the Yavin war zone quite a while ago. So everything should be pretty even. Something we did talk about in one of the other streams is if you go and look at the summer roadmap, there is mention of potentially building it so that you can have some choice into what you play. They gave 0 details on what that might be. Will it be a queue system like operations and uprisings and stuff like that, to where you kind of pick exactly which one you want and go from there? Will it be you pick a category, like, you know, I want to play hut balls, or I want to play arenas, or I want to play just your normal stuff? Don't know. They haven't released that information, so. I tried to knock them back, but I didn't grab the hut ball because I'm getting obliterated, and neither are they. Nobody's grabbing the hut ball. There we go. That guy will grab it. Might be another team that's just going for damage and fighting and kills and stuff. Maybe they're also tired of hut ball. Alright, we are definitely getting the advantage at the center here, and we scored. So that was definitely awesome. We'll buff our teammates here. Yeah. So I'm not sure where the shift in power happened there, because they were hitting us pretty hard there. I almost died, and then all of a sudden we got the advantage. So really not sure what's going on. That guy did a good move. He was definitely aggressively going after the hut ball. All by himself though, that's pretty tough. Unless you can get away from the group, but let's see if we can. There we go. Huh. So he got an interception there, which was good for him, but he was almost dead, so we killed him as soon as he got the ball there. Yeah, this one has gone a direction I wasn't expecting. What's this guy doing over here? Not sure. Alright, we're gonna just throw it to somebody here. I don't want the hut ball. I just grabbed it so that we could get it into play. Alright, so he's force barriered. You can't do any damage to him. So we're all just standing here watching him. And then we will attack him as soon as he comes out. I think there is an ability that makes them heal coming out of force barrier. Oh crap, we weren't paying attention. How far do you think that guy's gonna get? See if we can catch up to him. Alright, they seem to have him under control. There we go. Well, this one definitely went in a direction I was not expecting. I'll take it though, after our 2 hutball losses in a row. We'll definitely take a win. Our second win. As soon as they score, this one's over. Assuming they're going to make it. Wow, that guy flew way back. Not sure he got pulled there. Potentially. There it is. Yeah, so you can definitely see here, a lot more damage, a lot more kills. We had a strong healer, and a lot of objectives. So again, hutball, I'll give it to the objective leader. I probably should have looked. I didn't look to see how much Valor we got out of that one, but should have been quite good. Alright, we are 3-2. 3 wins, 2 losses for tonight. Last night we went 6-4, although I think I might have missed one of those. And the night before, or the other things that contribute to 93 are 2 wins and losses. So we are 11-7 in our quest here, which has moved us up to 145. So we are within 100,000. Which we are 1 hour in, so in 2 hours I don't think we will do 100,000. Go ahead and pop a CXP boost just to increase our CXP. I am working on a CXP pack opening video here soon. I cracked over the 80 stored CXP boxes. So one of these days, probably after this PvP event, I'm gonna go ahead and open those up and track to see what we got, and that way we can just collect some data. Not that it means anything, but it'll at least give you an idea of, I'm guessing, somewhere between 100 and 120 boxes I'll have stored up by the time I get to that video. So. And we are going to try to get our 248 Combat Medic helmet, which is the last piece of combat medic gear that we need to complete that set. So that'll be fun. Still green on the connection. That's feeling good, even with the increased bit rate. So I'm going to watch the video back and see if it increases the quality of the stream any at all, because I upped the bitrate by a couple thousand. Feeling brave, testing my connection. Let's see. Looks like Brando is already in a match. So we will try to hook up with him. It's always fun to play with guildmates. We don't go so far as to get into voice chat and highly communicate, but still fun to run with people you know. If you watch these videos back and you are interested in potentially running some group content or want somebody to join you, I'd be happy to play, join, do different things like that. I play on the SWTOR server, so if you're on the SWTOR server, go ahead and look me up. I'd be happy to join and or make a video of a guild event or something that you're doing. I find in an MMO, the community is probably one of the parts that's most fun for me anyway. Being part of a guild or part of a group or having friends, yay! I mean, it's Hypergate, but Brando was in a Hypergate. I wonder if we're backfilling in here. We could be backfilling into Pain. On the plus side, that would put us in the same rotation as Levitt. I say Brando, that's his other character's name. Or there's just 2 Hypergates running. Which again, for you random number conspiracy theorists, feels a little weird. Yeah, it looks like there's just 2 running. Ancient Hypergate. Yep, so there's 2 sets, there's 2 matches running. R8 and they're 8. Let's see, where else is our side? Don't recognize these guys from our last match. So, normally at this point, there's 1 person in the guild chat. It looks like, or the guild chat. Jeez, in the stream chat. I would ask, should we run and help secure ours? Should we go to the middle, or do we want to go and try to spoil theirs? I sometimes don't mind playing the spoiler, so we'll run over here. See if I can pull. And then, again, this is my theory. I don't know how true it is, but I always feel like if I can get over here, force their guys to have to come and deal with me, that means their guys aren't fighting my guys. They're not fighting in the mid. Looks like they sent 1, 2, 3. So now I'm occupying 3 of their guys. For how long, who knows. Probably not for very long. They're probably gonna do plenty of damage to me. But my goal is here to basically die, but keep these 3 guys busy. Alright, they'll cap, but it's 3 less guys in the center. It's 3 less guys attacking our pylon. How effective it is, I don't know. Because you'll notice that in this particular instance, we had nobody. Our entire team is fighting in the center, and nobody went back to get our pylon. So, in this particular instance, it was an absolutely worthless attempt at strategy. Now, he appears to be by himself, unless there's a stealther running around. There we go. Thank you for coming over to me. Makes it easier to attack you if I don't have to chase you. Now, interesting enough. Okay, there we go. I will stay in guard since he seems to be running off. I don't like being a solo guard. It's definitely one of those things that a stealther can mess you up. But then you have to make that decision, right? Do you want to have 2 guards, which means 2 less people in the center, or 1 guard and hope that you can get back in time before they actually stealth cap you? Now he can't cap it in stealth. I don't know if there's even a stealth here, but he could stun me, and then I have to stand here and watch, and then I can break my stun. And if he's got a second stun, he just stuns me again, caps, and there's not much I can do. Now the timer's down low enough here that doesn't appear to be the case on this particular one. So that's always my fear when I'm solo guarding. So not sure if they're going to try to do anything like that, but Let's see how well we have a higher score than they do, which means we've got more kills than them, because I didn't see anybody running pylons or running orbs. If you're not running orbs to score, it means all the scoring came from kills. So it's a good sign that we had more kills than they did. At least from a general fighting standpoint. Maybe we have a bit of a stronger team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a bunch of them in here. Not sure if they are just they're just going for fighting in the center, or if there's something going on. Alright, let's grab an orb here, and then we will carry it back so that when we can hopefully go back and help our team cap here, because nobody went back. Then once we cap, we will be able to deposit our orb and get a score out of that as well. And because we're in ×4, we now get 4 points for that. So you notice our score is jumping up above theirs because we're getting more kills and that one orb. That's actually a pretty decent strategy. So you notice that he saw me running in. He got the capture. Typing 1 incoming R's. So he got the capture and then went ahead and took off while I was coming in. Gives you a little bit more like less overlap, right? He can get in quicker. Okay, bring him back. I don't want to fight too far off of here. Alright, so he went into stealth. Alright, so fighting out here in no man's land, I'm just not willing to commit to going out there and fighting. Looks like we have a couple of people though that should be able to take him out. Alright, I'll do the same thing that he did. Actually, I can't get around in time. I wouldn't be able to get back and get an orb. Now that makes me nervous. If there was a stealther standing back here and I wouldn't have come back, there isn't, I don't think, but the fact that they just took off. So I think he's going to set let's see if we can get a heal in on him. There you go, buddy. I'm no healer, but I can do a heal. Did he get knocked out and get killed? Looked like it. Alright, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to go ahead and wait in here. Hopefully long enough to grab an orb. Cancel that. Well, I'll grab an orb as soon as they quit attacking me. You can't grab an orb while you're being attacked. Alright, now we'll grab an orb. We failed to grab the orb. While they're all attacking him, he's concerned with stopping me from getting orbs, which is fine. Alright, let's get back. Looks like they have one attacking us, but we seem to have that well under control. Come in and support here with a little damage doing. No, you guys go ahead. I will stay back here. Okay, so they're pushing here a little bit. Hopefully my team sees that and doesn't overcommit. So what I tend to do, and a lot of people will do, is I'll just area attack places where I think they might come in. You know, some of them like to hide back there. And all I'm doing is looking for stealth people. I like to drop this one in kind of this channel. I've mentioned this before. It's always kind of funny when you drop it right on top of a stealther and they must think you're cheating or something. I'm not sure why the battle has moved out here. Both teams seem more interested in fighting as opposed to playing objectives, but that's alright. I've already got over the 8 medals anyway, so I've capped out there. So a win is a win. Alright, let's get ourselves back. Will definitely impact our damage and kill counts and stuff like that, because we just haven't been fighting as much. See, so there was a stealther. Came in behind us. I'm not sure why, if he was out there, he didn't try to get our pylon, but alright, so that makes me a little nervous. He may have stealthed away just to keep me from killing him. So there's the stun. We're gonna wait this one out because I think I can get to him before he caps, or if he's even bothering to come back here to cap. And now if he does it again, my resolve bar will kick in. But again, I'm gonna hold off because I want to save my stealth break if I can help it. So there was the immunity because of my resolve bar. Alright, so glad they were either running back. I typed 2 things into chat. When I was fighting that stealther, I went ahead and typed stealth at ours. And then when his friend joined him, I typed help at ours. Just trying to make sure that we had coverage back here. Now the nice part is I think we played that pseudo smartly in that I still have my stun breaker, which is here, which means if they come back and try to stun me and cap, I have at least a chance in stopping it from happening. I'm sometimes bad at that, but I think I've gotten a little better, at least at making the decisions. Now, if he would have started to try to cap while he had me stunned, then I wouldn't have had a choice. I would have had to break out and stop him from capping, but he chose not to, so good for me. And that should be the end. I guess we could run back. Was just gonna stand there and die, but see if we can get back to the center here where it's safe. So 8,700. Yep, 2 of their guys had the top damage. We definitely had a wicked healer there. We rocked the objective score, but it cost us kills, right? Look at our team here. We'll give it to our healer, since I can't give it to the top objective guy. So this team evidently doesn't value objectives, at least not yet. A lot of them haven't logged out yet, but you know, I went back and kind of took care of the pylon for us so that we could potentially win, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get any recognition for it. Who's getting all of our votes? Probably what was top damage. Yeah, our top damage guy got a couple votes. Second. Now the other thing that could be happening, and I do this as well, is if they're all guilded up, they're not going to vote for me. They're going to vote for their guildmates. And actually, try to get them Valor as well, which is cool. Hey Sith Becken, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you popping in. That was our 4th win with 2 losses. So we got a pretty good run going. And the stream connection has been perfect. As a matter of fact, we actually upped the bitrate quality a little bit just to test it. And it has not caused an issue at all. So we are looking really good. Now I'm looking at the speed. My send rates right now are sitting pretty close to my advertised bandwidth, so probably not going to try to up the bitrate anymore because I think that would be pushing my luck. But right now it's holding, and if I need to I can drop it back down. I was running the YouTube recommended bitrate before anyway, so raising it up a little bit might have 0 impact. When I watch the video back, I'll see if I can actually see any difference or not. So that kind of catches you up with what's going on. As you can see, there's been no questions, so feel free to ask any questions that you may or may not have. We have also collected a handful of Kingpin chips, so we're up to 5 of those. But the pop's been pretty constant. Brando is on. I think it's still Brando, yeah. But we're out of sync. Either one of us is in a match or the other's in a match, so we haven't actually teamed up. Either that or he doesn't want to be a part of my stream, one or the other. He is definitely a better PvP player than I, though. Okay, so this has been a weird night. We played... What did we start out with? We started out with Civil War, and then it was one Civil War, then it was Hutball, 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 and then it was Ancient Hypergate, Ancient Hypergate. So it's almost like the random number generator is getting stuck. Alright, I think he was in our last match. He was in our Hutball win, and he's a healer. That's always... So this is always good to see. So as I go through here, NRA, 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 those 3 are in a guild. Then we got Firestorm, then we got Safe Space, Safe Space, Safe Space. Those 3 are in a guild. Which means if they are competent players and organized, things tend to go better for your team. And that gives us a better chance at more Valor. Yay, Valor. This was one of those achievements that I truthfully thought I would never get to. But just over time, I've slowly creeped up. So I thought it would be a fun series of streams to try to get to the top. Not sure if I'm going to make it. In doing the math, I'm guessing we're going to come up short. Which means we might put it on hold after this event and do another event the next time they do double Valor. Alright, what do we got coming at us? Looks like 1, 2, 3, maybe 3. We'll be naive and just click this. I don't think it's going to matter. Alright, so that was a pretty good move if they're trying to cap. Not sure if they are or not, but trying to keep me from interrupting by pulling me back. Now I actually don't mind this too terribly much because if he's doing that, it means he's not attacking me, right? Which means less damage is going out, which means I can do this longer. I'm gonna lose. There's no way that I'm gonna keep this up for much longer than this, but I have kept them from capping for a while. I saw some teammates heading that way. No. But I do see that's a orb, and I think I saw a second orb actually being run back to our pillar. So my kill cost our team some score, or them killing me. But that's probably a kill right there. But our team was running orbs, which is encouraging to see. So there's another orb going. There's that's an orb going their direction. Oh, we got both pylons. Holy cow, what happened? Let's see if we can get over and help. So, my guess, if I had to guess, because I wasn't paying attention, they all ran back to the center after they killed me, and we either rushed them or we stealth took it from them. He's trying to do the right stuff and try to make it so that they can try to cap it back, but we really only have to hold it for 17 seconds here. So that's a nice little bonus. Makes life a whole lot easier if you double cap them early on. So he has to run, so we'll drop our electronet on him because it does more damage to anybody who's moving. And we have 2 of our cooldowns back off of, or 2 of our defenses back off of cooldown. So we'll come back over here and be an annoyance again and see what they decide to do. I see 1, 2, 3, can't tell, maybe 4 coming in. I have a feeling I'm going to get pulled again, so we're just going to run back here as far as we can. There we go. So I waited as long as I could to use my stun breaker there. As you saw the channel bar actually going across there. Trying to make sure that I had at least a chance at, so like this one I can't break, right? So I gotta hope that it falls off naturally before they had a chance to cap. Alright, we got that one. I'm about done. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that much longer. Alright. Well, we kept theirs for a while, but... Alright, so he is a sentinel. Let's go with him. Try to give him some support. See if they left anybody back to guard or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here. So I think, did he go into stealth mode? I try to draw that guy off. Because if I can draw him back here, now I'll make it look like I'm running away. No, I don't think he followed me in. Okay, I was hoping he was going to follow me in and be able to steal it out from underneath him, but I guess that's not going to be the case because I don't see him anymore. Alright, we'll see if we can do this. Nope, only 3 seconds left. Didn't quite do it in time. There's our stealther. Yeah, we didn't have enough time to pull that off anyway. Alright. Well, we've played spoiler twice, so we're not going to do that this time. I think we'll just go try to fight at ours. Help them maybe cap that one a little bit quicker. Sometimes you have to watch for them coming out of the center here. If they initiate combat with you here, it makes the run over to your python slower. Don't see anybody unless they're stealth coming to ours. So we'll go ahead and grab this. Might be that they have just kind of given up on trying to get the pylon. The fight definitely seems to be out in front of theirs. There's somebody running an orb. So with them coming in, we're gonna cycle out and go grab an orb, and then we will come back and guard again. Don't have any problem guarding. Well, I was gonna try to anyway. Get this guy killed if we can. Trying not to shoot him with his shield up. There we go. Now we'll kill him. Grab an orb, because now they're worth more points. And since we're not in combat, we should be able to make a pretty quick run back. Looks like, are they making a push at ours? But I'm gonna guess no. It just looks like, see, that guy tried to slip in behind as a stealther in order to try to cap ours, because that's kind of where they're at, right? They're in this situation where to beat us, they're gonna have to take two, which we were well prepared for. This one went pretty well. Unfortunately, looks like there's going to be another round. We don't have enough points to... There he is. If the stealth stun doesn't work, there's not much else he can do. I don't care for stealthy characters. I don't play a lot of them, to be honest. Gotta watch to be stunned right here. See if he's ahead of us or behind us. So I popped my knockback just in case he was following me by chance. Somebody dropped speedy feet, so I think it's a sentinel ability, which means we got a nice fast run back to here, which hopefully means we get a good cap. Nope. It's our same stealther. And he is stunning the crap out of me. But we had people coming in, so yeah, I don't like the stealth stunning. And I think, I might be wrong here, a couple of the stealth classes have a couple of different stuns. So if you're back there by yourself, they stun you once, they start to cap. You have to break out to stop that from happening. Then they stun you again, and now you're at the mercy. There's nothing you can do about it because you don't have a stun breaker anymore. We'll see if he comes back and tries it again, because that's like twice he's done it to me. So I'm gonna guess he's probably tried it before that. Let's see if we can change our pattern here a little bit so he doesn't see what I'm doing or predict my locations. But he may have given up. Oh, we ran out of energy. So something else I sometimes do if I'm working so having that second guy there, right? Now he can't stun us both. So he's kept me stunned. And I probably could have stun broke out of that one. But he can't keep us both stunned. Good match. I think we played the objectives well. Wow. These guys must have been involved in some of our earlier... He was guarding definitely a lot. Give it to our top objective player. And it's looking like we probably won't get one. But I think we played like a team player. Again, with 3 people from each guild, my chances of getting one are pretty low. Good night so far. That is 5 wins, 2 losses. Which is good for our Valor, because we get more Valor when we win. Alright. We'll check to see if Brando is out of his match. And if he wants to join us, we can group up. Let me ask him. Want to group for PvP is what I'm typing into. Oh, nope, he's in the pit. Alright, well, just because we are pushing to get as much Valor as we can, I'm going to queue back up and not wait. Alright, let's see where we're at. Still at 5. Ever since I mentioned how well I was doing, we have not gotten any more. Human nature to think that that had anything to do with me clicking on this machine, because it doesn't, but sometimes it feels that way. I see 2 more people jumped in. Welcome to the stream. Looks like just within the last couple of minutes. I can't tell. If you have any questions, go ahead and dump them into the chat. If you don't want to chat, feel free to leave a comment. If you don't want to do that, hopefully you enjoy my witty banter of talking to myself, which is what I do a lot of in these streams. So right now we're just waiting for the queue to pop, playing the Narshada Nightlife machines. Notice we got another Kingpin chip. I mentioned earlier I haven't gone out and done the research for see what the prizes are. There appears to be a speeder, and historically there's been a companion that you could get. I think a Galmarian guard was one of them. I can't remember if there was like a droid or something for the other one. Alright, we'll see if Brando's out. Nope, Brando's still in. So we are going to go ahead and jump into ours. Hoping for win number 6. Wasting my feeling lucky buff. Alright, in we go. It's been a weird pattern tonight. We started out with I think a Civil War, then 4 hut balls in a row, and then 2 hyper gates in a row, and that got us to 7. So this is the first time we have seen Novara Coast, if I remember my names correctly. Yep. Alright, look for anybody we know. Not really. Check for guilds. Safe space, safe space, safe space. Slacker unit, slacker unit, slacker unit. I mentioned this in the last match. In the last match we had 2 teams of 3 that were from 2 different guilds, so 3 in one guild, 3 in another. That tends to make a difference. Guilds in general tend to be more organized. They are often voice chatting with each other, which can give them an advantage as well. So I have no problem being a part of groups. I'll take the win over the MVP votes, because you tend to lose out on MVP votes because a guild is going to vote for each other. But the couple thousand more Valor we'll get for a win is well worth the 150 to 300 we would lose from MVP votes. So more than a fair trade. So something I try to do, I usually don't make it, is I try to get up here, and if I can get a knockback on their team, I will. And I did not. They stunned, so we looked to see if anybody's in here. We got stunned. We almost pulled that off. So now they're back here keeping an eye on us. If he can get one off, we are really close to actually capping this. See if we can get this guy killed before his shield, if his shield pops. Yeah, so he's trying to do the cap. Panic's pretty good. I've run into him a few times. Seems to be a good player. The nice part is not only were it looks like knocking them down damage wise, we're also nearly capping the node. Alright. So I'm not sure what's happening at west, which is ours. They've either brought somebody there. There we go. I'm gonna stay here. See what they decide to do. Okay. Well, enough people are staying back. Let's go. Did they get control? Yeah, it looks like they got control of west. Alright, so we are now in control of 2. In this particular game mode, it takes 2 to damage the shields. So you have to control 2. The nice part is once you're in control of one, they have to completely capture it to take it away from you. So even if they work this all the way down to a sliver, we are still doing damage to their shields. That assassin tried to sneak in there. So I'm glad my team is actually not completely running away and working. You know, sometimes you get too concerned with kills, and like right now we're kind of drifting out here a little bit. If you get too far away from there and you're not paying attention, then they can cap it out from underneath you. We definitely seem to have the firepower edge or the healing edge that's making it so we're not dying. Where's this guy trying to go? So it looks like they got a guy heading to west. There's already a guy there. We have 2 up there, but we're gonna go ahead and go lead some aid. It's a choice to make this run. So obviously right now I'm not doing damage, so it's hurting my numbers, but for me it's win over numbers, because that's what I want. Want the win for the Valor. So pad our healing stats there a little bit. Alright, well, those 2 are going to stay. I'm going to go back. There comes a point where these matches turn into one of 2 things. They're just going to keep throwing themselves against this node trying to take it, or just trying to fight. There's a guy down there. Or they just fall back to the one they have and collect defensive points for the medals. I've seen both. We definitely seem to have the combat edge, because you can see now the fight's taking place over here next to their spawn. As long as we have, see, we got a stealther back here, so he's kind of staying back there if a stealther gets by. Alright, we just got a call out for 3 to the west, so we are going to head that direction. Try to help out if we can. There's a 4th coming in, if they haven't killed one. Looks like I got 2 more people coming with me, so we should be okay as long as we don't overcommit to this. They did their job, right? They held the node long enough for us to get here. It's a big part of defending. You don't necessarily always have to kill them, although if you can, that's great. But if you can hold it long enough that your team can get there, then you're good. You've done what you needed to do, which is exactly what happened here. They're still coming in, so a strategy that not saying they are using, but they can keep enough of us locked here with 2 people and then pull us off of the node. It's gonna kill him. Yeah, I was gonna try to get to him. Alright, so here. So this is a danger, right? Our team, I guess, decided to rush there. We'll say 1 west. So there's only one of us here now, and he used his force cloak or whatever it is. Now we've taken all 3. But again, though, we did what we needed to do, right? We kept him from capping, and help arrived. So all is good. We have now, I believe, 3 capped him. Which, I don't know. This is going to sound probably weak, but I don't have the killer instinct to want to go that far. Although, I probably should, because it means the match will end quicker, which means I can get more Valor. I tend to kind of be in the, if we have 2 and we're going to win, let them keep 1. So that killer instinct, maybe not an attribute for me. But that's okay. Everybody plays their way. As long as you don't do anything to completely destroy somebody else's fun maliciously, it's probably alright. I'd like to drop this one there in that gap. They can slip around the back sometimes, or they can come around this side, but this one's over. They might get that back in time. Nope. They'll still get it though. It'll pop over just because of the... Oh, maybe not. I thought it'd pop over because of the lag to end the match. Yeah, we did alright. 2nd in objective, so we'll give it to that guy. Like I said, I don't expect to get any in a match where there's that many gilded up groups. But I'll take the win over the Valor for the MVP votes. Alright, we are 6-2. So that is a pretty good run so far. What are we? We're less than 2 hours in, and I've already gotten 8 matches in. That's also another good sign for our progress. My calculations are kind of based off of even wins and losses, along with 4 matches an hour. We're ahead of that pace on both counts. All right, let's check to see. I'm not sure if he's PvPing or not. Find out. So back to clicking on slot machines. Although the queue has been pretty regular. Alright, 7. I didn't see us get that 7th one. So we'll crank through here. If we get, I don't know, 10 to 15, we might go try the Kingpin. So I think there's a chance that we might be able to get at least 1 Kingpin run in before the night is over. Alright. Connection's a little bit more erratic. It's making me a little nervous. So if you are watching, let me know what you're seeing. Yeah, this is what it was doing last night. The bitrate is dropping horrendously. So right now, it might be buffering because my bitrate has dropped to 0. Like I've literally lost all upload speed. Alright, it recovered. We'll see how that holds up. I hope that everything stays stable now. Alright, everything's still in the green. Alright, maybe it was just a hiccup. It's back to a nice even line of upload speed. There's just this weird gap where it dropped to nothing, so could just be congestion. Yep, there's another one. Come on, recover. Alright, that one was a littler hiccup, so let's go ahead and jump into the match and hope that it holds true. Alright, I was just checking with the family to see if anything was going on weird in the other room connection wise, but nothing really. Everything's the same as it was before, so could just be internet traffic. It has recovered again. Hopefully it holds. Are we all pub? I think this is an all pub team. Somebody said in chat. Yep, looks like it. Okay, if you are watching and the stream starts looking really bad, please let me know. Because based off of last night's experience, I was very unhappy with the general flow and what I feel like the video is going to be poor quality. Alright, let's go this way. I usually go to the south. 1, 2, 3, 4. We might be able to delay them up here, but they're gonna take it. Yeah, so you saw all the knockbacks. Basically the knockbacks are based on trying to keep people out of the box. We either kept it neutral. I thought they had it, so I think we took it back to neutral, or got it to neutral, based off of the knockbacks. So now we'll see if we can. There's a healer out there. So we're not scoring. Okay, so somebody stole that one from him. That's good. So that was a deactivation. Don't foresee us taking this one, but if we can at least keep it from being taken, we at least hold our score. Because I don't think I'm going to beat 4. They're probably just going to slowly... Oh, did we knock him out long enough? Okay, we got some points. Yeah, we knocked him off the edge there. The danger of fighting on the edge there, right, is... Alright, let's see if we can get to the ship here. Not sure if anybody's following us or not. Not gonna look backwards. So it's interesting because it appears... Well, this is gonna suck. Nobody came with me, and so I'm gonna hand them this power up. I probably should have turned around and backed out. I think my team decided to stay back there and fight. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, they went to the south, which I guess is where we're gonna go. Let's see if we can clear this. But so that's my fault. I gave them a double points power up, but I really probably should have backed off of that. with 2 of them there. We'll get this one, but they're definitely going to have a lead on us now. Alright, let's see if... there's not going to be time to go and steal that one. So what we're going to do is I like to come right out here. And this way I can either drop down here or go back to here pretty easily. If one of those 2 spawn. So we'll see what pops up. And we'll try to get to it first. So he's got the... Alright, so we'll come back here. Help this guy. Because they had a team over... Is it at ship or... I can't remember. Yep, so here comes... Oh, he took a peek. He was smarter than I. In that he didn't come running in here in a suicidal way. Alright, so I'm going to guess... So he's got to deactivate, so we want to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get in here, but looks like they saw it as well. Which means... Alright, so he's going to try to deactivate our node. We'll watch for the bar to pop up. So that got interrupted. I still got my interrupt. Okay, there's my interrupt. Alright, we'll try to stun him. Alright, so we killed him. So our team picked up the deactivate. So good. It was good that our team was paying attention and enough interrupts and different things went out to keep him from getting the deactivate off. Which is what we want. Alright, who's left? Alright, stop that. So he went to a shield, so we're going to an area attack. Because the area attack bypasses the shield. That shield will heal him if you do a direct attack on it. It's the same as this, or different than this shield. But this shield is similar. And that if I can live through this, if this shield drops off, it'll give me a big healing bonus. There we go. Alright, well let's let him run away. Alright, so see if we can go get this node. We don't seem to be taking control points very well. That was a good knockback. Fortunately they got back in time. So let's see if we can... Alright, go to area attack to try to take care of his shield. And see what we can do. This one's been... I'm going to try to get out of here. The middle node's been deactivated, so fighting for it, there's no point. I'm not sure why we got somebody in here who is not trying to take this one. So we will. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. This is going to end badly for me. So I believe that's a healer. Yeah, so now I am 3 on 4 on 2. Yep. I don't think this team... We don't quite have the edge here. I think we have somebody here who is just not playing. Motrin. So I'm going to vote to kick. I think that's unfair to other players. You know, if you don't want to play, don't play, but don't log in and not do anything, right? Because we got another one here. Are they both in the same guild? Nope. So what's his name? we're gonna vote to kick him too. Because it's not like they're even standing in an area to help us, right? Alright. I'll end up with high objectives, so we'll give it to objective guy number 2. Some decent healing. So I had the most damage and the most objectives, but didn't warrant a MVP vote, so that makes me sad. I would have thought I would get something for that. Alright, just glanced over. It looks like there was another slight delay. Sith, if you're still in the chat, did that affect the video or did you notice? Hey look, somebody came and took over our machine. So we will pop over a machine here. See if we can get this one to work. Alright. So that was a loss. So we're 6-3 now. Let's check our progress. 178. What did we need? What were we pushing? I don't remember now. I should have wrote down what we were at. I don't remember what we started at. This feels like we've made really good progress though. To be truthful. Alright, we'll get a few more chips in here and then go ahead and enter the queue. Alright, my graphs and meters are now showing very, very perfectly steady upload speed, so hopefully whatever that was is passed. Last night we were also getting server lag, so I'm pretty sure my connection was hosed. So back to Hutball. So this will be Hutball number 5 in 10 matches. I think it's Hutball 5. And at least it's not a backfill. So let's get our buffs on. So things I like to do before a match, I buff myself, then I start healing myself to build these stacks up to unlock my my special abilities here, either Supercharged Cell or Supercharged Celerity, and get ready to go. Well, we got Guardians and Shadows, Sentinels, Guardian, Sentinel, Sage. Okay, there's another Commando. I was afraid I was going to be the only non-Jedi here. Not that it matters, but sometimes you feel a little funny being the trooper amongst the Jedi. Now, the other thing I like to try to do, it looks like everybody else is doing, is line myself up here. Because if you run forward, then you get this particular damage buff. Okay, so he fell off the back. So it gets you down quicker, but you can see he took a ton of damage in doing it. If we can keep these guys tied up down here and not have them chasing after our ball carrier, that's a good thing. He seems to be holding his own. We'll try to catch up with him though, see if we can help. Alright, we're gonna have to wait because I don't want to run through the acid. He bubbled. cut through there before the acid drops. No, I must have got pulled back. I thought I was through. Rookie mistake. I feel silly. Alright, what do we got going on here? Looks like a lot of knockbacks happening. Not sure what happened there. Looked like our guy had it up here and they knocked him off the edge. Frog Dogs is us, so we have the ball. So we'll hope that they get it up here. He is on the run. Trying to self-heal. Alright, we'll see if we can clear these guys off of the ramp. This guy is annoyed that I'm up here, evidently. So we will see if we can do something about that. He was really annoyed I was up there, evidently, so he pulled me down. I hit that a little bit too late. Alright. We have scored. They have the ball. And we are trapped. Let us out. We should be about due here to drop the gate. See if we can help them clear the center here. And not sure why they jumped to me, but like I've always said, I will happily take the death if these guys will all attack me while my team runs the ball in. For me, that's a completely fair trade-off. Well, there wasn't a heal pack back here that I was hoping for. Alright, we'll blow him off. Try to heal ourselves here a little bit. That was kind of cheap, but he's back. Alright, we'll use a health pack. See if I can get him killed before he kills me. Not with two of them. Alright, well, we lived longer than we probably should have. We jumped out and they leaped to us. We knocked them down, they came back up. But kept them busy. Like I said, being a distraction, I don't have a problem with that. Because our team seems to have a handle on running the ball in. Alright, back to the battle. There's two. I think that's a healer over there who was on the run. We're drawing attention again. Not sure why. Feels like there are other far more deadly people on the battlefield than me. But maybe we're all dying. So this is where I normally do my plug for. Obviously I'm seeing this game from just my perception. So while it might feel like they're all jumping on me, it might just be that they're just attacking everybody. And I'm just feeling like I'm getting attacked. It might not actually be true. So this guy is self-healing. And then he put his shield up, so we'll switch over to area effect. He discovered that we were shooting him, so he started shooting back. He knocked him off for me, so I don't have to deal with that. There's another one up there, so we'll shoot at him for a while. Try to get our health back up. Not sure how this one's gonna end. I think he might have the edge on me. We'll drop that, which will give us a damage. Alright, we're gonna back up here. Not fast enough. Probably should have done my leap backwards. But that's okay. We are doing quite well. We got our 8 medals. All is well with the world. Alright, let's rock and roll. So it looks like this one's turned into just a free-for-all attack fight in the middle at this point. So we will do the same. They're happily grouping up for us, so that's nice of them. Helps us do a little more damage. Alright, let's try to get past this guy's shields. He lived for quite a while. Good game. Alright, who got our objectives? Oro, congratulations. Nice match. Oh, we almost got to 350, which is... I don't need the achievements anymore, but it's an achievement. 21 kills. We were definitely involved. I like this team. 4 votes. Oh, I didn't see that. They must have been tied for the most objective points, but I would have given mine to the other one if I would have saw that it was uneven, but definitely reward the people who are playing the objectives. Alright, I don't see any new network issues, so that is good. Go ahead and shout out in the chat if you notice anything strange there. Chalk up another win. That makes tonight's total 7 wins, 3 losses. So 10 matches in 2 hours and 12 minutes. Hopefully we can keep this rolling and make significant progress towards our goal. So let's say 3 more matches. That's good for about 20, call it 27 to probably a little less, maybe 24,000, call it 23,000. That'll take us to 110-ish, or 210, which means we'll be about 30,000 short. So that puts us at a 2-night run to almost get a level. So that's kind of where we are sitting. Alright, back to the incredibly engaging video of me clicking on a slot machine. Let's see, what else is on the nightlife event? There are vendors. If you go over to the casino, there's vendors where you can actually earn certificates, which might be a jackpot drop off of this, but mostly you're going to earn those in the Kingpin machines, and then you can just buy your rewards. There's a complete set of gear. There's a bunch of character customizations. There's some different mounts. There's a Rancor. There's weapons. There's a set of weapons for every single class in there. They're the same ones that they've had, I think, since the beginning, at least the gear and the weapons. So if you've got them in past nightlife events, they're nothing new. The Rancor was the jackpot in the first nightlife event, so you can just buy that now. And I think the speeder is also was one of the jackpot rewards. There's 2 different vehicles that you can buy. Same style, different colors. One's light blue, one's black and orange. I like the black and orange one. I use it on my bounty hunter, if I remember right. Alright, pretty quick pop. So let's see, 7910. We're on pace to potentially get 13 in instead of 12. So that's a pretty good pop rate. We're up to 10 chips. We might try to spend our 10 chips just so that we can do it on stream. what do we got here? I think this is the new one. I think this is Yavin, because the gun turrets look different than the Civil War one. So really, I've knocked out all the low-line achievements on this one, so now it's just a matter of getting 50 of them to set some of those stats. If we look at PvP achievements, there we go. We're up to 21%. But a lot of these are like, 10,000 damage in a single ability. If I play a match, that's going to happen, so it's just a matter of doing it 50 times. Same with the healing. Let's see, what did I get that gave me 1% more though? Probably that one. This is another one, right? Like 500 kills. If you just keep playing, you're eventually going to get it. Total damage, same thing. I'll hit 400,000 damage. This one, I haven't really hit very much. I don't do enough healing as a DPS to warrant 400,000 healing. So I may have to PvP as a healer to get that one. And all the other ones, it was been low enough number that over time with my self heals, and because all of these heals down here that I use to keep myself alive count towards that achievement. So what you'll find is if I get attacked a lot, I've had 1,000,000 healing in a match before, mostly just off of being attacked. So it really kind of depends on how much damage they do to you. I believe that was in a so I got a shot off there, so they didn't cap that. He got there quick. That was impressive. That 1,000,000 healing was in a Void Star, where it was just like tons and tons of combat taking place. So yeah, those can get kind of stally, where you get groups just banging against each other. But I don't do that very often. If I hit 400,000 or 500,000 healing, I'm actually doing pretty well. Did we lose ours? Yeah, I think we lost ours. That's odd. Alright, is that a healer? Yeah, let's see if we can get their healer down. Alright. So now we'll go into... Once their healer's down, then their other players are going to start dropping a lot faster. Once we burn them through their cooldowns and stuff like that. Okay, this guy's shooting me from up there, so we'll give him a little bit of attention. And see if we can do some damage to him. It's good though, he's keeping an eye on me, because I'm standing right here next to the cap point. So you have to kind of expect that you're going to get attacked if you're standing right next to the cap. Alright, I think we got him, but the healer's back. Knock this guy back, knock him back. Alright. That's ours. What's going on at theirs? Alright, they've got two. So they've got both the east and the west turrets. This one should be ours. And we're rushing theirs. Maybe I'm backwards, I don't know. Alright, what do we got over here? Yeah, it's a commando. It's going to be a pain in the ass. So we are going to slide back over here. Somebody attacked us. The healer attacked us, which is hilarious. Alright, give some support here. That way they can't take the one we have. We ran with this NRA guild earlier than being on our side, and they did quite well. So he's got the buff to actually quick cap, so we're going to keep an eye on him. And we need help at mid. So I did a call out just to kind of let them know that, hey guys, the one turret that we have is being attacked. And let's See if we can get this guy taken down. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright, we'll try to concentrate on the healer. Yeah, we have no healers here. You can tell the difference in your ability to stay alive. So, sometimes once you get the caps done, taking them away can get quite difficult. My team is definitely pushing this one hard. I think they had one guard over there, but he's doing his job, right? Like, if you notice, I peeked my head out over there. Let's see what's going on over here. Didn't even run up to there. Okay, no, I was backwards. So this is ours. Okay. We must be in a war game then. Let's look. No, it's an operative. Alright, I'm just turned around then because I thought we were going the other direction. So maybe I'm just backwards. Or tired. Alright, I think we got him. Alright, we should be able to stand outside of that though. So he dropped that trying to keep us from capping, right? Knock him back, knock him back. I would have had it. Almost had it. Alright, guess we have to fight for it. They're doing a good job of getting themselves back in to keep us from capping it. So credit to them. We've been close twice there. Now that's a good placement, right? Because we can't stand inside of that one and cap it. The other one, he got placed too far this direction, which means I was able to stand on the outside of the circle and not take damage. We're right on that borderline of killing them just fast enough that they can get back and cover for themselves. So not sure what we're gonna get done here. That was a good recovery. He was almost dead. I thought we had him, and he got himself healed up. Another good placement there, because I don't think I can get to that. Oh, yep. Okay, keep him back there. Keep him. Nope. Another good play. Very well done on that guy's part. It revealed him, but not in time. I think we might get it this time. There we go. We got it. Yep. All right. I thought had my head turned around backwards. I thought we got it just in time to lose. Oh, we did. We got it just in time to lose our mid. So it's kind of the negative side. If you have to put that much effort into capping, you're probably giving up something on the other side. Alright, this is probably not going to do us any good. Yeah, so there's that commando. So we're going to try something here. We're going to do this. We'll try to get him stunned. Now there's two of them here. Now he did pop his shield a little early, because I haven't attacked, and he already had his shield out. So alright, we'll get our shield out. Alright, well what I was going to try to do, and it failed horrendously, is if I can get this off. This is a stun, but if they take damage it breaks. But I would drop the stun on them and then try to cap get him to break his stun, then I can use this one, which is instant, and potentially stun him long enough to cap. Unfortunately, he was paying attention to my little play, and every time, this is a channeled ability, so this takes 1.72 seconds. He interrupted me the first time, he stunned me the second time, and was keeping me from getting that one off. But if I could have got that one off, then there would have been a chance to actually cap that. But the other negative side of that is he got help there in time that I don't think I would have had time to do all that stuff I just said I was going to do. But that was my thought process anyway. Especially with that, in this match, something they added that's new is that that speed cap thing. Like that buff that actually makes you cap faster. Which means if I could get him stunned, there's a good chance I could get the cap off before he could unstun. Ah, can I get this guy? Come on. There we go. Probably paid for it with my life, but that's alright. Alright, so now we are just in the... I got plenty of medals, so always kind of try to check to see, do I have my 8 medals to cap out my Valor. We've been on a good run tonight. Like I said, 7 wins, 3 losses. We have more than met our Valor requirements for the evening, so can't win them all. Alright, let's see what's going on. I'm guessing that same guy is there. Huh? We've got a teammate there. Let's go see if we can... Oh no. That's a teammate of ours. I am turned around on this map. I don't know why. Feels like I'm coming from the wrong side. But we will give this guy some help. It's always frustrating if you guard and then nobody comes and helps you when you get attacked. Get some bonus healing in here. Like I said, I think the healing on this one is 400,000, and I'm going to be nowhere near that. Get a little more healing by doing that. You can actually clear this and rebuff yourself, and that 5% is like 3,000 healing, something like that. If you think you're close to the achievement, it's worth doing, but I can't imagine that I got 4,000 healing in that match, or 400,000 healing. If I had to guess. We will take a look. I'm thinking a couple 100,000. Yeah, 256. How'd we do on damage? We broke 1 million. Definitely not up in these guys' category. Classic case here where we got a lot more kills, but they got the objectives. And yeah, this helps. We had the best healer, but they had a lot of healing going out. So while he had 4 million, we still out-healed him. Alright, who had the most objectives? We'll give it to that guy. Hey, somebody voted for us. Thank you for whoever that was. In the very, very rare occurrence that you're watching this stream later, because you're playing right now. In the double Valor event, and with the boost and everything, MVP vote is 150 Valor, so one of those votes makes a difference. We will collect as many as we want. Alright, I'm seeing nice even distribution on my upload graph. I'm happy to see that. Q again. So that was a loss. That puts us at 7-4 for tonight, which is 11. If our goal is 12, we still have a half an hour to get 2 more in. That makes me happy. Alright, we've got 33 minutes on that, 35 minutes on that. So yeah, our boosts are going to run out pretty close to the same time. So what we might do is PvP until our boosts run out. However many Kingpin chips we collect, we will burn through the Kingpin chips right at the end after our booster out because I don't want to waste boost time on slot machines. So we'll see if we can potentially win something on stream. It'd be nice. Nice to win something cool. Chat is quiet tonight. If you're in chat, go ahead and give us a shout out. Ask a question about me, about the stream, about my channel. I'm happy to answer anything that I can within reason. I think Whittister the other day was trying to ask me how many credits I had. And then I opened it up at the beginning of one of the streams to take out stuff to buy chips and showed everybody. So it's somewhere just north of 600,000 or 600 million. Yeah, 600,000. Come on, one more. Give me a chip. Give me a chip as I go into PvP. I wish the feeling lucky would make you a better PvP player. That would be hilarious. Okay, one more. Alright. We'll jump in. What do we get? Hypergate. Hypergate number 3 or 4 tonight. At least 3. I know we've done 2. Alright. Stream is still strong. I will watch the video back and see. Oh, I like that. Safe Space is a guild that's been running together tonight. See. Safe Space. Oh. Did he quit? Oh, that's too bad. Alright, we're getting people that are joining and leaving. Alright, well maybe I have gotten a reputation of being a horrible player and nobody wants to be on my team. Because we got a whole bunch of people that joined and then left. Which is too bad. Alright, let's go try to capture ours. See what happens in this one. It's always kind of a roll of the dice to see what kind of team you're going to be up against. So stealth at ours. I'm glad he came. Type in 2 at ours. I'm getting just stunned over and over again. And we'll see if we get any support or if they just leave the 2 of us to fend for ourselves here. A lot of players kind of get into the I'll just play my way. So you notice these 2 guys are in the same guild. So they're definitely organized and working together, which is a good way to play. Evidently our team doesn't think it's worth their time to come and help us, so we'll do what we can to take these guys out. But I think we can get that guy. I think he's stealthed. Yeah, what a surprise. Come on, there we go. Alright, there's 1 down. And there's the other guy. Alright, that was closer than I wanted it to be. We took long enough to kill him that I'm surprised they didn't get back. Now, the plus side on that is because we did get the kills, and it looks like we got some orbs run back, that we actually have a higher score than they do. The downside was that was cutting it closer than I like to, and stealth at ours, guys. Well, they're gonna take ours. There's nothing I can do about that. That's frustrating. So that's what happens if you leave a single guard, right? He stunned me once, and then started to cap, and then I had to break my stun to keep him from capping, and then he stunned me a second time, and at that point there's nothing I can do but watch, because I've only got one stun breaker. So yeah, that's frustrating, because we were actually doing better. We had higher score than they did. But so be it. So we'll see if two people stay. Yeah, he's staying this time. So yeah, that frustrates me, because we did good. We did what we needed to do. We fought him off. We killed him. And there they are again. And there I am, stunned again. But that's the difference, right? Having the second guy here, he could have capped that if it was just me. And there would have been anything I could do about it. Why he's just standing there, I'm not sure. But and here we are. So thankfully, nice. Alright, now we got 3 here. That makes me feel a little bit better. So, the downside of the way they're playing is by doing all that stunning and stealthing and stuff, they've taken themselves out of the fight, and our team was able to go ahead and capture because they were working so hard to get ours. Alright, they got theirs back. And this guy just left ours unguarded. God, that's frustrating. Alright, I think we can hold here. Yeah, that could have been disastrous. Now I left, I'll admit that I left, but when I left there were people back here, right? But he just ran. He was the last one back and took off. That's the way you normally lose. There you go, we'll knock him out into the death zone. Because he tried to stun our teammate to do the same thing to him, so turnabout is fair play. Oh, that would have been a big swing if we could have held on to 2, but since they took 2 from us in that first round, at my guarding, I will admit I was the guard, but there wasn't anything I could do. So I'm guessing similar thing's going to happen here, or they might just get smart and give up on ours. Because now we are committing resources. We're committing 2 resources to guarding this pylon, even though they don't know that because they can't see him. And I'm not popular enough for them to stream snipe me. So if they put everything into guarding theirs, they can essentially just wait us out because they got that double cap. Yeah, there he's back. Now that guy probably made the mistake of being predictable. He kind of went back to the same spot both times, and if you're in the same spot, that guy just went back there and did something to open up to do a stealth break, right? Now he's trying to pull us off, so you'll notice that he ran away, okay, so that's good. This is a good move here in that he has gone over into the other side. So that if the guy comes here and tries to unstealth him, he won't fall victim to that. Because I think they did that in the last match, or the last round too. They were able to actually unstealth him back there. I might be wrong. He might have just attacked. Obviously, he has to unstealth to attack. Alright, so he said they are sneaky. I'm typing, sorry. It says with single guard they can stun, cap, you break, they stun again, and you can only watch the cap. Which is exactly what happened to us. So if we would have had a second guard back there, I think we would have made a good run at this match. It was pretty even. Can't tell. We've got one guy there. Guessing they're stunning and trying to take it from us. Because I died. Yeah, so he's capturing. That was a good interruption. I assume a stealth. He can't interrupt it, and they just took ours. Alright, so without the ability to Alright, we'll pull him out of stealth here, because he's going to have to come out to get us. Alright, well, we're just going to resign ourselves to guard duty. Alright, well, this will put us at 7 and 5, and we should be able to get one more match in. Still had a good night. So yeah, really, I mean, like I said, I think we did a pretty good job overall. In general, if we wouldn't have lost that one, I think it would have been a really close match. But they got enough in this round to finish it off, so. Out of energy. Also, I think I was saying this in the last time. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll start this and then I'll move so it doesn't use up all the energy. That way you can do it more. You get less of a long-term one, but I'm just gonna run over here and hopefully not die. Hey. Alright, we should have done pretty well in objective points. I would have thought that would have been higher, but we'll give it to our high objective person. What do we got for healing? They're definitely strong heals. We had a lot more DPS than them. They definitely had the kill count, so their healers were able to keep them. We did a lot of damage, but their healers kept them alive, which means we couldn't actually take them out. We picked up one. Might be from that guy that was guarding with us. I probably should have given it to him. I don't think I did. Alright, that puts us at a timing of probably getting one more in. Alright, so 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't think I marked that loss down, so 10, 11, yeah, because that puts us at 12. So 7 and 5. Do a quick Valor check here. Looking pretty good, 203. So we'll start that, join queue. Okay, so here's another broken machine. So one thing I did try that time, I didn't say it out loud, is I hit the queue before okay, now I just got a double chips thing. Okay, this is interesting. So from a game development standpoint, let's take a look at this. When I click on this, it's not using the chip up, and I'm not getting any rewards, right? I'm just gonna keep spamming clicking on this for a second. But I just got the double chips message, which means the code, so there's the feeling lucky message, but you'll notice no buff. So the code that is controlling the chance to get your double chips and the feeling lucky is still firing off, but the code that's actually given the rewards and doing the spin is not. So there's a couple different systems at play there, which I find kind of interesting. So yeah, there's the feeling lucky again. So I'm triggering those events. So there's a trigger in gaming. They call triggers, like, it makes an event trigger, right? So it's trigger boxes, things like clicking on a door or walking in front of a door or different things like that. So I'm triggering the events to actually kick off the feeling lucky buff and the double buff. So it's interesting that those two are in the same chunk of code. The double chips is, and then that probably applies then to the second system that actually does the roll. So there's a feeling lucky, a double chips. The other thing is, when I left early, I might have broken this machine. Is this one still broken? No, that one's working. So because this machine was working earlier. And then there's the feeling lucky, and notice this time it actually applied it. So that's interesting, just kind of looking to see the way the trigger box order is happening. There's a couple different systems at play there. Not what I would have expected. I would have guessed it's all in one, especially being that specific. But one thing you can do as a game developer is you can genericize your trigger boxes, right? So it might be that the trigger box that kicks those off is one where you can set the parameter. It's like, okay, when clicked, what does this do? Well, it can give the feeling lucky, or it can give something else. But then they can also use that for an elevator, right? When you click this, what does it do? Well, it moves the elevator. Well, when you click this, what does it do? Well, it opens a door, or it does different things. So there's a chance that that is a genericized trigger that's making that happen. And then after that trigger happens, it calls the slot machine code that's specific. So that's just a guess. I don't have inside information on how this system is put together. But that's a common game development tool that you'll see is reuse the class, the trigger class, to do it based off a parameter, so the designer, when they set that up, can say, okay, this one is going to do this thing. It just is a parameter. Alright, that was probably deeper analysis of right-clicking on a slot machine than was needed. But I love digging into game mechanics and looking at how and why things work. I think it can be enlightening. It can also make you a better player. Wow, they got there quick. Let's see if we can get in here and knock him back. I hit the wrong button though. I hit my sprint instead of my knockback. Gotta remember my knockback's on my mouse and start using my mouse button. They didn't get it, so now we still have a long ways to go to capture it. He's trying, that's good. Wow, healer's trying hard to keep me alive. They're working their butt off to keep me alive. Wow, they are after me. Alright, we'll see if we can pull them back here then. Okay, so this guy's still shooting for me from over there. I'm not sure why. Alright, looks like our guy in there has almost... Okay, let's see if we can stop him. There we go. Stop this guy. So they're spam clicking the turret, trying to. So see, he went into stealth on the inside there, trying to keep us from doing that. The other thing they're doing there is, notice they're doing all their area attacks right there in the front. That way, it's harder for us to get in there and stop them from doing that. There's a lot of scoundrelly stuff happening right there. Thankfully, our healers are doing amazing, and keeping me alive. I couldn't get to him in time. Yeah, they're organized right now, and I think I'm gonna bite it here. Yeah, they are. Not sure what it is about me that they are trying to kill so bad. Okay, there's their healer. Let's go after their healer. I hate that. It's like an insta-cast. They can just drop that all over the place. One of the patches, they made it better, so it's not as bad, but it's... Alright, interrupt that heal. Alright, so we've driven their healer back, which hopefully can help. But since I appear to be the only person attacking their healer, I'm not sure how much... There we go, thank you. So we don't have to really guard the turret now. Yeah, see how they're spread out and set up? But now the team is at least attacking the healer. If we can get the healer taken out, that opens up your possibilities to pull this off. Our healers have been doing amazing. Kudos to them. Okay, let's get this guy out. Alright. Problem is they are pushing it hard enough here that unless our team, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're not all here. If I would have counted 8, then I would have probably tried to pull out and go to their turret on the east there. Alright. Notice though that we are now clearing them out. Our healer's back, but we cleared a lot of them out. Now the problem here is going to be with the healer back and nobody attacking him. Although we have almost caps. Let's do this. Let's get out here and knock these guys back. There we go. Try to give a little bit of freedom to our team. Now we want to work our way back this way and fight back on the spot, because if we fight close here, we can keep an eye on it. When we don't own it, fighting off isn't a bad idea because we don't want them close. Their healer is being harassed back there, so I'm gonna go back and help harass, because by keeping the healer busy back here, it allowed us to kill that guy that was at the node. Because the healer was running, trying to keep himself alive, and couldn't heal. Let's kind of interrupt that. Couldn't heal his own people. Right, he's in force barrier, so we'll go after Scooby here, because now the healer can't heal because he's trying to keep himself alive. Scooby popped his own defenses there, so we're going back to the healer. I'm kind of trying to keep an eye back to make sure there's at least somebody back here, like we're not giving up the turret. I haven't been paying very much attention to west. That's our healer right there. So slide out of that area attack. Where's their healer? So this person's popping all their cooldowns, so we're burning through their cooldowns, and then we should be able to take them out. Our healer's coming back, so that guy must have got their healer. Kill this guy before the healer gets back, and then we'll go on healer harassment duty. You have to have a bit of a constitution to play a healer, because if you come up against a team that plays a bit, they're going to target you. Healers gain like instant aggro, and see, like that guy is doing the same thing, right? He's harassing our healer. Now we chased their healer off. I could have chased He's back there keeping himself alive now. The question is it to give you a big enough window to kill one of the DPS while the healer's dealing with his own life, right? Can we get Scooby here killed before the healer gets back? Alright, he's still harassing our healer, so we're going to try to get his attention here. Now with our healer being occupied, Scorpion here is kind of on his own, and once he burns down his cooldowns, then there's nothing he could do. Again, I didn't do a good job of paying attention to West, but thankfully our team seemed to have it. Nobody did a call out. That is why you tend to want to call out, though, in that if you don't call out, I'm not looking like, so right now they are capping, and we have somebody up there. Okay. I will wait. Okay, somebody's calling out and 2 people are running, so I'm looking at the mini-map to make sure that somebody responded. If nobody would have responded, I would have went ahead and ran up there as well. Hopefully they got there in time. It looks like they did. This is Scooby, I think, doing all of this area attack thing. So that's nervous. Something on my interrupt made the sound kick out there. Sorry, I'm going to have to look at my mouse mappings and see if I have a hotkey messed up or something. Okay, healer's back, so we will go back on healer harassment duty. Because if we don't, the healer will just keep their team alive. Right, interrupt that heal. Get him to run away. Okay, we are getting overrun here. So we overcommitted to get West back. Thankfully, I have enough defensive cooldowns that, and a healer here, between the 2 of us. Alright, well that was a flurry of trying to type. Sorry for all the screens popping up there. Tried to type 6 mid and didn't get into the chat box. And I'm just doing everything I can now to try to keep interrupting these guys from capping. He's trying right there. So they're pushing hard. You can actually sometimes pull it off where if everybody stuns and caps, right? See, there's another one. There's another one. So they just keep trying to cap. You can't catch them all, and they'll just slowly chip away at it. Now, we are up quite a bit. Okay, they're topping it off. That's good. That means it's harder for them to cap. They have to do it down a lot less. But yeah, you can just keep chipping away at it, and eventually get it, because, you know, with that many people trying to cap it, like I would guess he's going to try here in a second. Kudos to our healer though, Gabriel. Who is it? Glacial. Glacial has absolutely kept us in this match. I'm assuming a girl's name. I apologize to Glacial if you are not a girl. You're gonna get my vote though, because you kept me alive through some crazy runs there. Oh, so they overcommitted to mid. They threw everything in. I think that's going to be the end of our fight here, because now they're going to abandon us and go try to take east. Maybe. Oh, healer's force barrier, so we'll get his companion there. So you notice that while the healer was force barrier, the companion had no heals, so the companion died. We want this guy. That was a good one. That was a fun match. I would normally give it to that person, but like I said, this glacial person absolutely, I think, won the match for us because of this. I didn't die. A few of us didn't die, and we were able to hold on to mid long enough for our teammates to get back. So very well done. Shout out to Glacial, already logged out, can't see what guild you were in, but very, very awesome. What was their healing at? Yeah, 3.4 million. That was that healer we were chasing around and trying to harass, and you can see why. Right, if you think of those 4 million in heals, that takes out 2 of the top damage people's in damage. So we put out 6 million damage right here, and 4.3 million of it was mitigated by him. So very well done. Good match to end on. That puts our nightly total at 8 wins, 5 losses, which I will take. That is a really, really good ratio. And we'll do a final check here on our Valor. I think that's going to put us about 30,000 short, if I'm remembering the numbers correctly. I'll have to go back to the beginning of the video. I called out right at the beginning what we started at, so I can go back and check. 211, yep, 31,000 short. So 2 really, really good nights potentially could get us through. I think 2 really good nights is going to get us most of the way through a level, and then another night would fill in all the gaps. So we'll take it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do to end the stream. What do I got left? 2 minutes on that one, 3 minutes on that one. Not going to queue for another one, but what we are going to do is click on this machine until we get the Feeling Lucky buff, and then we will go spend our 10 Kingpin chips and see if we can get anything. It'd be kind of nice to end the stream with a mount. It probably won't happen. There's Feeling Lucky. Okay, so that buff gives us a higher chance of making one of these win. Now, any jackpot will do it. So you notice it didn't go away on that one. And since we do have that buff, I'm going to play 2 machines here. I have a feeling that we might blow through our chips. Now, these work the same way, in that if you get in the area, it returns your chip to you. So our 10 chips give us more than 10 rolls, or 10 spins. But we're going to go till there's a failure, so we lost a chip there. A big thing will explode out of the top if we get a jackpot. And if we get a jackpot, our Feeling Lucky buff will go away. So we are either going to burn through our chips and win nothing, or our Feeling Lucky buff's going to run out. Now imagine you were buying these Kingpin chips. Each one of these spins, well, I mean, you get your chip back, but it's 750,000 credits for our 10 chips that would have cost us. Ooh, that was close. I don't know if that actually has anything to do with it or not. Oh, come on, give us something. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to run out of chips before our buff runs off. So like I said earlier, normally what I would do is I would play probably 500 of these chips and get myself a pot, of 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 of these, just to try to have more. Alright, we are down to our last couple chips with nothing. That was a chip gone. Alright, we are down to just 1 chip. Back to playing 1 machine. Feeling Lucky buff is gone, but we're gonna keep playing. It didn't win us anything anyway. 1 chip. And that'll be the end of that. So, I'm not going to put that down as a loss in our spreadsheet because it wasn't PvP. But yeah, welcome to the Gambling Nightlife event. The whole point of this is to be a money sink to get credits out of the system. So if they give you rewards too quickly, you won't continue to play. So it's just kind of a choice to continue to play. All right. I am so happy that the stream held up tonight. There was a couple little tiny lag spikes, but for the most part, I think we had good quality, good PvP matches. So thank you for joining us, and or thank you for watching this video, especially if you watch all 3 hours of it. The watch time definitely helps the channel. Go ahead and drop some comments below if you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to cover. If you're on the SWTOR server and you'd like to set up some kind of a collaborative thing where we run as a guild event, or we record an operation or a flashpoint, or you just want to hang out and play with us, be happy to have you guys. Other than that, always we appreciate if you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Help us grow the channel. If you're into Starbound, look for June to be the month of Starbound. We're going to do a bunch of Starbound content. Also looking at doing some early access games. So if you have a favorite early access game, go ahead and drop it in the comments as well. Other than that, I'm going to call it a night. Going to switch over to our logo, do a 20-second runoff to put the cards on. And again, thank everybody for spending some time with us. We definitely appreciate it. Have a good night.